And it's going to be a throw-in for Pride Elite. And it comes just outside the 18. And defended nicely, but still not out of danger yet. Now to the outside. Can she get a service in? And it looks that's going to be another throw-in for FC Pride Elite here in was what beautiful Indianapolis weather up until about an hour and a half ago. Mother Nature decided to impose her will, and it came through like meatloaf, a bat out of HE double hockey sticks. But we are back underway here at Pride Performance Center in Indianapolis, Lawrence Township, actually. Just one of the more remarkable facilities in all of Indianapolis, a tucked-away gem. We're not through to just have a beautiful facility, but there's some wonderful soccer. And this is our kickoff to the season, to the WPSL season. A home and season opener for Pride Elite. Inside the box, she just needs to make a turn. Goes to the top of the 18, not out of danger. Can she get a shot off? Looking for the outside. Service in, miss hit. And that weather hitting the field is going to cause a lot of stray balls in this one. And that's going to be a throw-in. Now another chance. Numbers, but deflected away. And since the late start, starters are really not determined up until right around kickoff, as Coach Jamie Gilbert had to make some adjustments. But as we scan the field, we're marking them down diligently. We'll get both the starters for Peoria City and FC Pride Elite in just a few minutes. I'm close to being a handball there, but stays with the Pride. And now Peoria City. Big moment for Peoria City FC. That is not just their season debut, but WPSL debut. Coach John Hussick, their men's team does fairly well in the MPSL and USL 2. But the fact that the women have gotten a chance in Peoria, Illinois, lots of hometown products, Illinois State, Fighting Illini. There's a community college, Heartland Community College, which a lot of these athletes attend to. So a lot of continuity, a lot of relatability to a lot of their teammates. But ironically, is that some of these players on the pitch or on these opposing teams play with each other. There are 2 Ball State alums on the rosters for both teams today, Valpo as well. Both of those teams here in Indiana, but 2 of the players from Peoria. And actually the 2 Ball State players from both FC Pride and Peoria City are roommates at Ball State up in Muncie, about 45 minutes northeast of here. So an exciting time. It's been one whale of a day, I can tell you that. The staff here at the Pride Performance Center had to put in extra time. And I will tell you that is that there was a good 30 minutes where I looked like I was wearing knickers. That's a great ball forward. Speed there, but good recovery defense from Peoria. That was a great through ball, just not enough speed up front, but not out of danger. You can see that ball is slick. That's Summer Fischel, number 26. 30 is Dominique Butler. 15 in the middle, Gretchen Mallon. As they appear on our screen, we're trying to get you to them. That's Lily Sutter, number 13, plays at Lindenwood College. Now to the near side. This is played down the line. Now to the far side, the clearance up to the middle circle. And 50-50. Still challenged. Pride plays it back. Now looking for a through ball. That was Butler up ahead. Too heavy for Kira Verberg. And that is the teammate of Annika Klaus, wearing number 26 for Peoria. Those two, the roommates at Ball State. At our near side. That's going to be cleared to the other side, but in trouble. That's Tatum Coleman from Valpo. And I was mentioning the Valpo connection because Saki Toshiya, one of the keepers, those will come towards us. Here's Butler. Member of the Racers, Murray State. On a good turn. Little flick pass. Trying to get underneath it was Verberg. Challenged. Not out of danger yet. That's Caroline Kelly, the Jaguar from IU Indy, into the middle. Good ball. Katie Koger was there. And now ahead. So far, FC Pride Elite controlling possession. Just can't get anything on net yet. That ball cleared, and that'll find its way out. It'll be a goal kick for Peyton Hull, the Bulldog from Samford. And I'm not sure what happened here. We can have a throw in. Looks like it does. Okay. We'll just mosey along with this one. I mean, it's been a wacky and wild day, so we don't have any audio from our referees on the pitch this evening. So just hang tight with us, fans. We're trying to give you a show. Everybody's rattled. Actually, one of the more funny rain delays I've ever been a part of is that the people here were the refs were in a meeting room and they asked for water, and the person that they asked actually gave them water. And 20 minutes later, she came to me and said, did they get their water? I said, you gave it to them. I was in the room. So everybody just a wee tad flustered this evening. Scheduled for a 7 p.m. kickoff, and here we are at 8:25, and we're just underway in the 10th minute. Still tied at 0. Season opener for FC Pride Elite, but not the franchise opener as it is Peoria City. And I guess they're allowed horns here. So we've got a good European feel going already here at the Pride Performance Center. That's what we like to see. Not allowed, according to the IHSAA, the Indiana High School Athletic Association. No noisemakers allowed, but this is different, the WPSL. Fans can have as much fun as they like. And it was a tough situation for the fans. They tried to hold on to them as long as they could, but then the lightning came, and they had to evacuate. Had to sit in their cars, some left, but still, after the long rain delay, not a bad amount of showing for FC Pride in their debut. Weather's supposed to be very good tomorrow as the men, just like Peoria City women, will make their NPSL debut tomorrow night against the FC Milwaukee Torrent. And everybody excited about that. Good-looking roster on the men's side in the NPSL. A lot of local products, but the Torrent, there is big news. They are having aspirations to move up, as most clubs do. Milwaukee, very positive about their outlook in the near future. But when they come in tomorrow, they're going to want to take care of business. So it'll be a lot of excitement for FC Pride, but they're playing a very well-experienced team in the Torrent. On the throw. Now to the middle. Challenged. That was Bree Cordray from Illinois Wesleyan, one of the hometown products. On a through ball, but good speed on the back. That's on that far side defense, Yerden Padilla. One of the other ones from Heartland Community College, along with their teammate, Viviana Sanchez. This will be a free kick. Way on the defending third for Peoria City. 13th minute, tied at 0. John Natali on the National Soccer Network. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. We'll be back at it again tomorrow night, 6 o'clock kickoff for FC Pride Elite, the men's squad in the NPSL, their NPSL debut against FC Milwaukee Torrent. And then Sunday, we'll be right back at it again. Good through ball. But Kelly couldn't track it down. So right now, the idea has been, see if they can't get it forward to Kelly, who actually made SportsCenter's top 10 last year with an amazing goal at Michael A. Carroll Stadium, home of the Jaguars. Formerly IUPUI, but that has since changed. But the IU Indy Jaguars getting a new coach this year after Coach Johnson retires after many, many years. Angela Berry White, you may be familiar with that name. She does have 2 caps under her belt for the U.S. national team. She was a coach here for Babuff Jesuit for many years, lots of success. And now she gets to take over the helm at D1 Horizon League, IU Indy, downtown, Michael A. Carroll Stadium, home of the Indy 11 on the men's side. But the women Indies 11 team has a fantastic program. They play up at Grand Park, which is about, Westfield, maybe about 35 minutes from here in Lawrence. But that's what's exciting about what they do here for FC Pride. A lot of these players have the skill, have the capability. Their training program is phenomenal. They have dedicated coaches, dedicated staff. So again, an underlying gem that sits just outside of the city limits in Indianapolis. Here's a throw-in outside the 18, trying to line up. It'll be a short throw, some pressure on the turn, and that'll be cleared. Heads close to the Peoria dugout. Here I am thinking it's baseball season, which it is. So give me credit. And played all the way back to Butler. And now the reset from the middle third. We talked about Marion University. It's a NAIA school in downtown Indianapolis. Lots of success. 3 players on the pitch right now. And this is one of them. That's Katie Koger. Was trying to turn, and we'll have a corner or a goal kick. Let's see. They're going to call a goal kick. That looked awfully close. Koger gave great pressure inside that 18, but good defense from Peoria City on that back line as we approach the 17th minute. Still tied at 0. Peyton Rhodes, member of the Fighting Illini. And looks like we had some lightning. So as the players come off the field, they're going to have to go back inside as we make a clearance. So with that lightning strike, that means that we have a 30-minute delay. So we will, I guess we'll show you our graphic as they as everybody clears and heads to inside the Pride Performance Center. And we'll get this thing back underway in about 30 minutes. You're watching FC Pride Elite hosting Peoria City FC on the National Soccer Network.
So a free kick as the referee will stand right in front of the camera. Want to welcome in a new audience here in Indianapolis, Indiana, as you're watching the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division. Michigan Stars Legends FC. It's 1-0 here in the 38th. Sorry, they are 1-0 after a 38th minute goal from Dante Grasso. We welcome you in. I know you're in a current tornado warning, but why not watch some soccer while you're watching the game? So we'll transfer over one of our other broadcasts right now. Matuzak on the ball, just outside the 18. Good battle. Now slots one in towards Zatuna. Zatuna into the 18. He's got Callie there for support. Callie puts the ball in. Oh, that's going to hit off the hand, and there's going to be a penalty shot called. The ball comes in from the outside, takes an awkward bounce, and now the Stars have a chance to equalize. The head's off the hand of Solomon, who's inside the 18. There's not much you can do about that. The hand was up. So now a chance here for the Stars to equalize. Rocco Galati have a chance to give his side a goal and equalize here in the 61st. Austin Freemeyer stands in his way. Galati already has 3 goals on the season, scoring all 3 of them back in the first game against the Badgers. Galati steps up and puts it home. 1-1. Calm, cool, and collected is Rocco Galati. Goal number 4 on the season, 1-1 in the 62nd. Can't ask for more than that if you're a brand new audience stepping in, get a chance to see a penalty shot right away. First time stopping by here on the National Soccer Network. Hit that subscribe button, like us, and share us with your friends and family. Ball pushed out wide, right back in the middle of the park. Humphrey, he'll find Galati, the goal scorer here from a moment ago. Matuzak finds Callie. Push to this near side. Matuzak puts it across into the 18, cleared away. We'll keep you updated about what's happening in Indiana as well. Any updates we get from our studios will inform you. Matuzak puts it into the 18. Now a loose ball. Now Callie, loose ball again. Manry slots it. Another chance now. Galati off the post! Another great chance once again for the Stars. We'll get you a replay here in a moment of that strike. A loose ball inside the 18. A bouncing around. Manry finds it into the 18 again, and just Galati with a strike that goes off the outside of that far post. Now no foul, actually a player down for the Stars. We'll keep going. Ball's played up over midfield. The flag stays down for the time being. Matuzak finding Callie. Oh, that's a dangerous tackle right there from Cole Heiser. Don't want to give up another penalty kick. Ball played into the 18, and Freemeyer's there to pick it up. Ball once again hits off the ceiling here inside the Michigan Stars Sports Center. About 30 miles or so outside downtown Detroit. Is Clutch Sports Media saying really enjoying the coverage. Well, we appreciate you tuning in nonetheless. Manry on that far side. Met by not one, but two defenders. Finds his way out of trouble. Still keeping that side. Rosenblatt loses the ball. Right back to Manry and the Stars. Now Manry will put one up and over. The giveaways are going to cost you, and that's a giveaway right there. We saw it in the first half, a 38th minute goal from Dante Grosso. It gave Legends FC the lead. A giveaway and a long-range shot from over 47 yards or so away. And then obviously the penalty shot where Rocco Galati scoring the equalizer in the 62nd minute. Galati. All played in towards Callie. Can Callie get there? No, he cannot. Freemeyer wins the race. Freemeyer at his feet will play out of the back. Ball given right back to the Stars, at least seemed that way. Zatuna. Now Galati. Now Galati! What a save by Freemeyer! Galati is pointing to his leg, but a strike from about 30 yards out. Look at this strike. But equally, what a beautiful touch save with the right hand by Freemeyer. Galati's cramping up. Must be that excessive heat from the outdoor heat here inside of the Sports Center in Washington Township. And we appreciate if you're watching that women's matchup in the Midwest Conference, FC Pride versus Peoria City. That game is currently postponed right now due to inclement weather. It's the second time tonight we've had delays. We are bringing you this live coverage of a matchup here, Midwest Premier Soccer, Great Lakes East Division, Michigan Stars, Legends FC here in Michigan. We appreciate you stopping on by and being a part of this. We know it's not that game, but hey, if you're waiting around to watch your team, why not watch another game at the same time? Multiple things happening at the same time. I know we also had the weather map. I'm pretty sure they can put that back up here in a moment for you to see that, possibly. See what's going on there. As Andrew Barra says, Sueno 2.0. A live look at the current radar there in Indianapolis, Indiana, is on your screen. We'll bring it back into the Michigan Stars Sports Center here in just a moment. That's if you're watching that FC Pride game, you're going to see that map. If you're watching the game here on YouTube on the Midwest Premier League game, you don't get that map, but we put it on there nonetheless. As the crowd continues to say they want that map. I've never seen a crowd so happy to see a map in my life. So we're going to see a corner kick now here for the Stars. 70th minute, 20 minutes to go in this game. Play short. Rosenblatt. Oh, they're going to say that didn't count.
He's gonna add a minimum time at the end of it. He'll let us know, man. It'll say over there if you can read that, but I can't. Yep, good.
So now we'll get things back underway. Here comes the corner kick. Left-footed bender. Put right back out to where it came from. Oh, a slip and fall there from Manry. Drew, does the announcer know of Swain OFC in USL League 2? I am aware of Swain OFC. Might be the worst ground I have ever visited in my life. I can't say that I know the ground you speak of, but it is arguable that there are lots of teams across the pre-professional, semi-professional, amateur space that may or may not play in questionable environments. This ball is switched towards this near side. A heavy first touch. And up this near side comes Bauman, and out of play it will go. Matovsky plays right up the middle of the park. Cali. He'll play it back. A back heel from Ofamu. Smolich. Matuzak. Down by the end line. Looks to put this one in the mix. Top of the 18, one back by Legends FC. They look to build, giving it right back to the Stars, at least for the moment. And then one back, but look at this now. Up that far side. Humphrey gets past Humphrey. Jordan Powers was looking for Dante Perry, couldn't find him. Cali now, hastily taking his way up over midfield. Slots in towards Manry, just too much pace and not the right angle. Cali goes down hard, the flag will go up. Ryan Messick will foul Cali just outside the 18, so a dangerous free kick coming up here for the Michigan Stars, who going into the halftime break, we're down 1-0. And a yellow card was issued, as now the referee will walk over and talk with the fourth official. Drew on YouTube is saying we made the most of it, most interesting footy match I've attended. Well, the show must go on in some way, shape, or form. So Zatuno will stand over this one along with Rosenblatt. Commentator, imagine me with a megaphone in that area right now doing chants with a megaphone and a siren on it. I could imagine. Oh, not quite sure what happened here, but they decided to not go with that free kick. Bringing the ball all the way back here to a place where offside would have been the call. This game is happening in Washington Township, Michigan, being produced in our studios in Shelby Township, Michigan, where I'm sitting and watching this game in the comfort of air conditioning and not having to be near side the field. Our very own John Natale is out in Indianapolis at FC Pride. That's where he was tonight, commentating on this game. The game that was supposed to be on playing right now, but due to Mother Nature, other things in store. Good ball movement once again. Jokai plays it back. Ofamu. Now Humphrey. Manry. Ball played inside like Zatuna! Zatuna on the 75th! Give the Michigan Stars a 2-1 lead. Look at this pass. Right inside that seam and past a diving Freemeyer in the back of the net. Zatuna getting his first goal of the Midwest Premier League season. 2 unanswered goals. And the Stars have a go-ahead goal here in the 76th. We talked about it in the first half. The amount of opportunities the Michigan Stars had in that first half, nothing to show for it. It took a penalty shot being called in the 61st minute that led to that first goal. And then just like that, Zatuna, 15 minutes later, finds the back of the net. Ball back now in that back line. Dangerous square ball in the 18. Almost won back by the Stars. Callie was there. This is the Michigan Stars U23, so this would not be the same Michigan Stars that you would be used to seeing maybe in NISA. That team is made up of a bunch of different players. The U23s have played in the Midwest Premier League for the last couple of years. So this team is in the Midwest Premier League, coached by Angelo Grillo. We have just been informed that the game in Indianapolis has officially been canceled. So we do apologize for that, but if you want to continue to watch this game, we'll keep it here until its conclusion. Why not? This ball played into Manry. Manry on his left foot. Manry will fire one, but that one will sky high up into the netting. So Freemeyer, with 13 minutes to go, really aside from the goal, which was scored from 45-plus yards out, Legends really haven't had much to show offensively in this game, and now they find themselves in a hole. Again, the game has been canceled and called off. We do apologize for that. Mother Nature didn't want this one to happen tonight, so we'll regroup and do it again. But if you want to stick around and watch this game, we'll keep it on here for you. The crying emojis start to come out. Matovsky finding Smolich, a little bit too much pace, but he'll track it down. Callie. Zatuna. Rosenblatt, oh, look at that. Finds the 5-hole. Rosenblatt tries to slot it across. Nobody there for the Stars. Sene. Decided to send it across, but that was kept on by Freemeyer. So good work to stop that from going out from a corner. 10 minutes ago in this game. 2 unanswered goals here in the second half by the Stars. Have them up 2-1. Rocco Galati and Zatuna both getting goals here this evening. Ball somehow stays on. Well, the flag did go up as it did go out of play. Want to thank our production crew here tonight, doing a fantastic job in our Shelby Township studios here in Michigan. Marcello Rule, Brianna Turner, Trevor and Jordan, along with Bianca. And also say shout out to Savvy Sliders on the win here tonight for food. Evan Combs now plays it inside. It's Jokai. Ball at his feet. Callie. Now Humphrey up that far side. Take the space that's given to him. Ooh, a hard collision as Manry goes down. That's a good tackle. Manry is still down. Zatuna on the ball. He'll cut it back. Finding Callie on this near side. Oh, good movement. Look at Callie through 2 defenders now into the 18. Callie down the right foot! Pushed aside by Freemeyer. Rosenblatt grabs the rebound. Manry is still down on the turf. Humphrey will earn the corner. Another great opportunity for the Star, but look at this great individual effort from Callie, getting through not 1 but 2 defenders, makes the move, fires a shot. If he had just gotten a little bit more on that and pushed it to the right, that would have been a goal. Was waiting for some substitutions to step on here for the Stars. 83rd minute. Phone Frenzy says, I like your voice, Mr. Commentator. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I guess all those vocal exercises have paid off. Like Will Ferrell, how now, brown cow, right? So this will start with a corner kick here for the Stars. We appreciate the over 729 viewers here tonight who tuned in to watch this FC Pride Elite matchup, as well as those who tuned in to watch the Michigan Stars and Legends FC. As this ball comes in, hits off Sene, hops up in the air, and makes its way out of play. Brandon Mossy says, now or never, Legends need the tie. This ball comes in off the goal kick. If you're tuning into this game here tonight, we got FC Pride games again tomorrow night. NPSL action for FC Pride. That will kick off tomorrow afternoon. We've got games all across the country. Over 30 broadcasts here on the National Soccer Network tomorrow afternoon and evening. So check out and come back here tomorrow for more. And if you want to tune in and catch all the action on Roku TV, you can, because we have a Roku TV channel. All you got to do is go on there and download the National Soccer Network app and access our 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week platform that gives you soccer 24 hours a day. What more could you want? Is Sene down by the end line, crosses it into the 18, and it's pushed aside. Now Evan Combs, good tackle. And this will make its way out for a corner kick. Oh, they're going to actually say a goal kick. I do apologize. That looked as though it might have been a corner. I have been wrong before. To be fair, I'm actually more wrong than I am right. In most cases. And if you like podcasts, you got to check out Inside the Game, hosted by me, John Natale, and Nathan Wenger every single day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Roku, Facebook, and Twitter. You can also get down on all listening platforms, including Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. All pushed up that far side. 5 minutes ago, getting towards the business end of this game. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and I mean, they're just about everywhere. But on Twitter, it's Jonathan Turner. You can actually, it's J with a 0 instead of an O. So Jonathan Turner. Follow me there on Twitter. On Instagram, I think it's just Jonathan Turner. I actually really don't know all my socials. Good question. Matofsky. Under some pressure there from Legends FC. Isa. Cali. Into the 18. They're looking to serve it up. That's a great ball. A collision in the 18. Down goes the Tuna, and the ball cleared up over midfield. Now it's a foot race as Matofsky clears it back up over. Ball played back. Well, that's a dangerous tackle coming in. No contact made. Now a foul has been called. So a free kick coming up here, 88th minute. Ball is played in. Up goes Matofsky. He'll come down with it. Our poll right now on this Midwest Premier League game has Michigan Stars with 65% of your vote. 31 votes have come in. 26% of you have Legends winning the game. 10% say it's going to end in a tie. We will officially end this poll. Now Cali. Heisa. Put in the mix. Eseni is pulled down inside the 18, and just like that, another penalty has been called. I mean, take a look at this one. Eseni goes up for it. You can just see he gets pulled down. As Drew Tappan, frustrated with the moment, he'll earn a yellow card as well. I'm curious, the yellow card there, and the only reason why. Let's take another look at that play, Marcello. I just want to see if there's anybody else near that play. All right, so there is. So it wouldn't have been denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity. I was just curious as to what, because that was not play on the ball. women's game has officially been canceled as far as we know. Is now Evan Combs will step up and put one home. Makes it 3-1 here in the 90th minute. Again, calm, cool, and collected. Scoring on the second penalty of the game. 3 different goal scorers here today for the Michigan Stars. Rocco Galati in the 62nd. In the 76th minute, Yusuf Statunon here in the 90th. Evan Combs gets on the board. So according to what we're hearing, Peoria City will actually maybe start to play here around 9:45. We keep hearing that this game might be playing again. So this ball goes out of play. We're still trying to get confirmation, but Peoria City is actually commenting in the comment section saying the game is going to be back up at 9:45. We were told the game was called off. So we're getting confirmation now. Hey, we're just the broadcast team. We don't know much. We are officially in stoppage time, though. Ball. A yellow card being issued is Leho involved in the play with Dante Perry. And a red card has now been issued. Maybe what did I miss here is, so Perry gets involved. Humphrey is given a red card. Right there, a red card. So now Michigan Star will be playing down a man here in the death. So we are still waiting for official word on if the broadcast will continue or not in Indianapolis. So this ball is going to come in. Out goes Matovsky. Comes in kind of haphazard. As they're waiting for Humphrey to walk away. Got to give our hats off, though, to John Natale, if he's in fact still there at the field. I think he's been there since 2 o'clock this morning, getting things prepared for today. So we are our 90th minute plus 3rd minute of stoppage time as this ball will hit off of Leho. Ball into the 18. Ooh, that's a dangerous play. Down goes a Legends FC player. Ball still loose towards that back post. Still fighting as the flag does go up. It was James Solomon who was there, went down inside the 18. So while we were told that the game had been called off, in fact had not been. I guess we're kind of like in this holding pattern now. You're very welcome, Random Aussie. Always do the best I can when I can. This ball is played up. And that will wrap up this game. And the Michigan, no, I take that back. I thought it was over. It is not. The ball hit up the ceiling. got super excited there to say this game was over with. I really want to go eat some more food. This is the ball that comes in. Matowski. We were not told how much stoppage time would be given, as the Michigan Stars have scored 3 unanswered goals here in the second half to take a 3-1 lead. Have scored 8 goals so far this season, allowing just 2. Famu will play it back to Matowski, and he'll clear this up, and that's going to hit the ceiling too. As the fans are calling for the map once again. Look at now Sene. He'll track it down. And now the game will come to an end, as Sene was like, hey, we are on our way into maybe scoring a goal. Doesn't matter. Referee blew the whistle, the final whistle, and this game has come to an end. The Michigan Stars, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And in that first half, they were down 1-0. A 38th minute goal, unassisted, by none other than number 10, Dante Grasso, gave the Legends FC a 1-0 lead going into the halftime break. Then the Michigan Stars, coming out into that second half, unable to really get anything on the board until the 62nd minute, when a Derek Cali ball into the box hit off the hand of a Legacy FC defender. Rocco Galati steps up, equalizes. Then in the 76th minute, Zatuna with a fantastic strike, putting it past Freemeyer to give the Michigan Stars a 2-1 lead. And the consolation goal in the 90th minute on a penalty shot, Evan Combs. But for all of our production crew here on this Friday night, I want to thank Marcello Rule, my producer, Valerio, our camera operator this evening. Stick around if you're watching the game there in Indianapolis. We might have it, we might not. We'll let you know as we get closer to that 9:45 Eastern mark. But for all of you here in Washington Township, Michigan, watching the Midwest Premier League Great Lakes East Division matchup, I want to thank you for stopping on by. My name's Jonathan Turner. Have a great rest of your evening. So long, everybody.
Brianna, can you hear me? Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4. Back at the Pride Performance Center in Indianapolis, Indiana, has been one whale of a day for us out here. Mother Nature has pushed all the chips into the table, and she beat us all, but we are back to playing soccer under some immense conditions here in Indianapolis. Not going to have a video feed due to the inclement weather. We don't want to have it in our cameras up in high spots. So we're going to give you audio. I'm nice and safe, tucked away in the press box. If something gets down here, then I knew it was my time to go. But we're going to try to do the best we can to showcase Peoria City in their franchise debut, traveling a good distance to Indianapolis to take on FC Pride Elite in this WPSL opener. I'm John Natali on the National Soccer Network. Happy to have you back again. Enjoyed a good match. Jonathan Turner on the call of the match you were watching. And we have just been busy bees. They had me out there, and I have pictures. Wonder if National Soccer Network will post these or not. But I was shoveling water with a big push broom out of the way in order to try to get – that's how dedicated I am to the job. We wanted to get this thing going for both FC Pride and Peoria City. And we are now in the 26 minutes, so hopefully – the clouds go away, the cells are done, and we can get ourselves a full WPSL match in for the rest of this one. It's going to be a late one, so stay with me, folks. Grab a favorite cold beverage, some chips, some snacks. Maybe put some ambient music in the background and listen to the soothing tones of John Natali call the audio broadcast on what is now a decent Friday night in Indianapolis, Indiana, just outside Lawrence Township, considered still part of outer Indianapolis, just outside the city limits. So it's going to be a throw-in for Peoria City. Just at the half line. It goes in and headed out by number 18, Kyra Verberg from Ball State. Chirp, chirp, as they say here in Indiana. Ball State just getting a new coach. There's a cross inside, but easily handled from goalkeeper Peyton Hull of FC Pride Elite. As they're in possession, she's just in front of her 18. And she'll throw it to the outside, play it to Dominique Butler on the back line. In their defending third. Now this played up to Verberg. Looking for help. Defended by Erica Wells of Peoria City, Illinois State. Butler plays it forward, off the foot. Now here's Caroline Kelly from IU Indy, just up the road, play at Michael A. Carroll Stadium for the Jaguars, Horizon League, Division I. The Jaguars getting a new coach this year, Angela Berry White. Name may sound familiar as Coach White, broadcasting partner of mine for the IHSAA State Soccer Finals here in Indiana, was named the new coach, but she has 2 caps under her belt from the U.S. national team. Oh, play on that foul. Annika Klaus, another Ball State, which is ironic because Kyra and Annika both are roommates at Ball State, and here they are opposing each other in this WPSL matchup. That ball headed into the box. Hull will take it and gather it up. Really no threat on goal on either side so far as we are in the 29th minute. Substitution ready to come in for FC Pride on the sideline. That's Emery Newland. She plays for Dayton, the Flyers, which is about an hour and a half east of here. Now down the sideline. On the far side, now into the corner, in the attacking third for FC Pride Elite, trying to get the ball and still working at it. And that ball's going to be cleared out for a throw-in real close to the corner flag in the attacking third for FC Pride. And we're going to see 2 substitutions. Actually, here comes a Peoria City player. That's Hannah Lagstaff. She's going to make her way in as Emery Newland makes in. And then number 12, Mary McCardle from Purdue Fort Wayne, a Mastodon. Enters the pitch for Coach Jamie Gilbert. So on the long throw, just in front of the corner on the near side, attacking third for FC Pride. Here comes the throw. Ball in the air, 50-50. Makes its way about 20 yards outside the 18. And now taken. There's Klaus. She'll play it to the far side. And now we're going the other way. Peoria City just in front of the half line. They'll play it forward. Good run there from Lily Sutter. And speed on the defense. That ball will go out. And we're going to have a set-piece corner on the far side for Peoria City. So an opportunity here. First-year franchise. And we're going to have another substitution. We'll see if it's called. That's number 4, Bryn Maxwell from University of Texas San Antonio, satellite campus of the Longhorns. And she replaces Katie Koger, who plays at Marion College here, NAIA. The Knights are pretty loaded on this FC Pride team. In that starting lineup, there are actually 3. And Sandra Schwartz, who has yet to see action, number 29. There's a good cross into the middle, but Hull there to grab it. The Bulldog from Sanford, Peyton Hull, wearing 0 tonight in goal. She's right atop their team. She'll roll it to the outside. And this ball played into the middle. They cross fields. And now played to the middle. Brees Bass, number 9. She started. She's from Murray State, a racer from Murray State. Lots of experience on both of these teams. And just like that, the lights have gone off. At 10 o'clock on a timer, the lights have gone off. I was anticipating that because I've seen this happen before. I've seen it with the Indy 11 and I've seen it with IU Indy Jaguars. And the lights have shut off. So we are completely dark. And I can still see lightning. There's a flashlight over there. So we are having ourselves one heck of a day here at the Pride Performance Center on May 16th. Wow. If anybody has the bingo card at home and they're listening, you're a winner because we have seen literally everything from about noon today up until 10 o'clock when the lights on the automatic timer just shut off. The players are still out there. You can see phones lighting up. There is a flashlight on the other side. And I wish I could commentate on something, and I really can't. Oh, they're throwing everything at me, and there they go. So the lights have been turned back on in the 33rd minute. And boy, this might be a record. I'd like to see our stat crew back in Shelby Township, Michigan, find out what's the most extra time there's ever been in a half of soccer. What? Someone find that out. What is the maximum added time that we can find? Because this is unbelievable. Having fun, fans? I know I am. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm just getting started, so here we go. Pride in possession, just in front of their end line. Now they cross. That's Newland. Just entered the match. Now on the side. Working hard is Tatum Coleman from Valpo, another player Saki Tsuchiya from Japan. She's transferring to Valpo, and Tatum was able to talk to her earlier today, so they'll be teammates. And we're going to have another substitution. I have a few. It's going to be number 5, Joella Livingston for Peoria City, and Colty Carson and Samantha Pullins, number 5 and number 17 for FC Pride. On the throw-in, it's up front to Kelly, and a service into the middle was deflected, and it hits the back of the net, so it'll be a goal kick for Peyton Rhodes, member of the Fighting Illini, University of Illinois, Big Ten school. Or actually, that was deflected. Okay, so now they're calling a corner. Everybody lined up for a goal kick, and then the referee said, nope, that's a corner. So a set-piece opportunity for FC Pride in approaching the 36th minute. It's going to cut off the foot. Here it comes. Back post. Headed out nicely. Good defense from Peoria City. As that ball rolls out of bounds, close to the attacking third for FC Pride. Good service into the middle, but well defended by Peoria City. Coach John Hussick. His team made the trip, and they have been patient. Lots of training going on in the long ray delay that we had inside the Pride Performance Center, which is a gorgeous facility, a hidden gem. On the turn, here's an opportunity for FC Pride. They have 3 blue jerseys. That ball deflected, trying to find a seam. They get to the outside of the 18. Trying to turn, and that ball's going to roll out of bounds. That's a dangerous play, but ref says play on. And we're going to have 2 more substitutions. One for Peoria City, that's number 20, Valentina Bernal from Heartland Community College. And then Carly Gilbert will come on for FC Pride Elite. Carly plays her soccer at Moorhead State, an Eagle. As she comes in for number 9, Brees Bass, who started this match. You're going to see a lot of substitutions in this one. The players were training, but there was a lot of downtime just watching from the open windows, the garages doors that were open, just seeing what this weather was going to do, and it has not cooperated all night. But we are underway as we approach the 38th minute. Still tied at 0, but now from the other side, a set-piece corner from the opposite side closest to us. Blue jerseys line up just in front of the 6. This will come off the right foot. And it's played short. Top of the 18. And now, service into the middle. Person's there, just wide of the net to the right side. Great service into the middle. It was headed just wide of the right post. And fortunate is Peoria City on that one. And now Peoria City trying to counter. On a run, that ball got past Butler. She'll play it back wisely, but still getting chased down by Bernal. And that ball finally cleared. That was close, but with good speed, Bernal had. But Hull able to get it out of danger's way. Now in possession, FC Pride. Looking into the middle third. Looking for help. Now this ball played forward. Mallon fell down. But into the middle, there's numbers for FC Pride. To the outside. Good defense from Peoria City. And another substitution getting ready to come in for head coach Jamie Gilbert. That's number 29. We just mentioned her, Sandra Schwartz. Another Marion Knight. Entering for Tatum Coleman. As we're approaching the 40th minute in the first half. If you're still with us, we thank you so much here in the National Soccer Network. It has just been a whale of a day. Mother Nature just exposed her will on Central Indiana and really did a job. Tornado warnings. It was really directed at us. That's why we had the long delay. We were all huddled up in safe spots, away from windows, in brick buildings, away from the weather, and it really came through here. But everybody was patient. We waited, and here we go. But because of the weather delay, we did lose a camera. But nonetheless, we're doing everything we can here to bring you some priority WPSL action late on a Friday night in the Circle City. That ball too heavy to the outside. Now it's recovered by FC Pride, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. About 15 yards in front of the half line. Now it's over. Some contact in there. Heavy battle there between Leah Crotty and Emery Newland. Ball squirts away. That was some big contact, but still no whistle. '41st minute, still tied at 0. There's really been one true opportunity on goal, and that came on that last cross off the head ball, just wide of the right post. But that's been the biggest threat in this entire match. Peoria City really hasn't put anything on target or gotten a good strike on goal against Peyton Hall. Now in the attacking third, we're going to have a foul there, tripped up for FC Pride. They'll take it about 20 yards in front of the half line in the middle third. So a lot of teal jerseys on the 18, as are our gold jerseys for Peoria City. And now it's played forward. Just up top of the 18, shot, that's deflected, cleared out, but still in possession of Pride. Trying to work it back on the turn, couldn't do it. And that's going to be a throw-in going the other way. FC Pride, they tried to get it in as quickly as possible. But our head referee said, nope. That's Peoria City ball, and now in the throw-in on the far side. 42nd minute. Pride Performance Center, Indianapolis, Indiana, Lawrence Township. WPSL opener in the Midwest Conference between FC Pride Elite hosting franchise opener Peoria City on what was a devastating weather day here in Central Indiana. It was hot, but the sun was out all the way up until about 6 o'clock, and then the clouds started to move in, and that's when things started to get sketchy. And then Mother Nature just said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm angry. Here you go, Indianapolis. And she hit hard. But in professional fashion here at the National Soccer Network, we were determined to give you the match. And here we are, audio only, but we're still here. Trying to give you the best coverage possible. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also available on Roku, Facebook, Twitter. As a lightning strike just hit the background. And FC Pride in possession. That ball slipped away. And the field, even though a beautiful facility, it's been so slick. That ball takes a lot of fast skips off of this turf. So passing has to be precise. And you've already seen a couple times players losing their footing away from the ball. And sometimes it gets under the player's feet and they roll right over it. This ball into the middle, it's a good cross, but nobody home. Ball had some good leverage, just a little bit over the head for Pride Elite. And so it'll be a goal kick for Peyton Rhodes. We're in the 44th minute. Again, we'll get to added time. And you just wonder how much halftime there will be. in no danger. This ball played forward, and Holt's just going to come out and get it. And now she'll play it to the outside, up to Schwartz. Played into the middle. Velazquez, Amy Velazquez, the Purple Ace from Evansville. Work in the middle. Here's Mallon. Here's the matchup right here where it gets a little testy. But Mallon able to run away from Crotty. Has some space. She lost it. Good defense, but somehow after 3 missed touches, she gets it back and then plays it to the far side. Now just trying to work it into the middle. Here's Fischel, Summer. And she'll play it back. Now at the midline. Now she'll play it to the near side towards us. That's Coldy Carson. Coldy, remember the FC Pride 08 ECNL team. And we'll have a foul there that's about 5 yards out from the 18 on Mallon. Very aggressive player is number 13, Emery Newland from Dayton. And so from about, let's say, about 25, 26 yards, 3-person wall for Peoria City. And here's Carson. She'll try to see if she can't bend something in. Everybody lined up on the left side of the 6. Here it comes. Ball in the box, and that's going to go way too far. Carson wants it back. It'll be a goal kick as we ended added time. 1 minute of added time is what we see from our 4th official. That's Caleb Chandler, our 4th official. Our head referee, Rogelio Alvarez, and then Adam Sala and Mason Potschmidt to round out our 4 refs for this evening. This ball headed around, still just in the middle third of Peoria City. Now it's maintained by FC Pride. They'll play it to the back of their third and play it all the way back to Butler. And she'll play it forward, trying to get a run. That ball skips. Good speed by Newland. And she couldn't get there on the outside. Schwartz trying to track it down. Ball played, big tangle up. And that ball goes out of bounds and on throw-in. Carson and Liza Wiley got in a tussle. And that's the whistle on the first half. So after a long, what was supposed to be a 7 p.m. start, here we are at 10:15, and we just entered the half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back for the second half. 45 minutes of soccer still coming up. WPSL, the debut of Peoria City, and the season debut for FC Pride Elite here in Indianapolis. You're watching it on the National Soccer Network.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, one-on-one. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in, Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio lead.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business. In our online world, we have access to endless communication channels. But despite our online connections, one dynamic will always separate the value in a phone call from an email, and that's relationship. Growing businesses and customer relationships live and die by the phone system, and an enterprise phone solution is the key to bridging the communication gap between you and your customers. At Spectrum VoIP, we exist to make sure your communication is seamless, consistent, and reliable. With simple pricing and reliable support, we dramatically reduce your telecommunication expenses. We come to you to install, train, and onboard your team, and our 24/7 support team is always available to help. Our interactive web portal has endless features that include the real-time data you need, the ability to record, download, and re-listen to phone calls, and sending SMS text messages straight from your computer. And the best part is that all of this is available in the palm of your hand. Since reliability is one of your top priorities, we make it one of ours. So what makes us different? We don't just connect your phones. We power your connection with your customers, your team, and your next level as a business.
Looks great.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Underway at Pride Performance Center in Indianapolis, Indiana. You can see our graphics there. It has been a monstrous night from Mother Nature. She came through and pretended to be Meatloaf because she was just a bat out of HE double hockey sticks for almost the entire day. It was warm. It almost hit 90 here in the Circle City up until about 6 o'clock, and then it was about a 20-degree drop because that's when the clouds started rolling in, and then the severe weather warnings started hitting everybody's phone. There were winds up to 80 to 90 to 100 miles an hour that came right over us So we had a long, long tornado watch, severe storm watch that hit us hard. Everybody was safe, all made proper cover. And we did lose a camera because of it, but we are back here and we're giving you audio. We're trying to do the best we can as Peoria City made their trip, and not just their season debut in a WPSL, but their franchise debut. And exciting times for Coach John Hussick and the rest of the Peoria City staff. They've made their way out here. And now we have to be very leery. I mentioned this in the first half, is that this field very, very slick, has a good drainage system, but still very, very slick. So that ball takes some crazy spins, but right there on the far side, an elite member just lost their footing. Now here's a cross into the 18. It's going to be offside called for Peoria City. So there hasn't been much attacking from the team in gold this evening. And it's not really a camaraderie thing between a lot of the teammates. There have been a lot of players who've played with each other. Ironically, some of them play with some players on FC Pride Elite, but they just have to get used to working as a unit. Does Peoria City. Lots of teammates from Illinois State, Illinois Wesleyan. There's a community college, Heartland. And they grew up in the same area. So a lot of these females have played with each other and or against each other for a long time, being in the same, as they call it, area code out there. But they will find their mark. FC Pride, different story. As they've been around, they've had some good runs the past few seasons. Lots of familiar faces, but lots of new ones as well. But they are the same. There's a lot of players from Marion, IU Indy. There's some U Indy players on the squad as well, so a lot of homegrown talent here too, but they know how to bring in talent from the outside as well. As we're in the second half, in the 49th minute, just 1 minute of added time, which is surprising because the lights did go off. And with my luck, see, maybe it's me that did this, because that's the third time I've been involved in a soccer match here in Indianapolis where the lights have gone off, hitting that 10 o'clock automatic timer. I don't know if I missed a text from Mother Nature or not, but it has just been, as I mentioned in the first half, if someone had, there's a shot on goal, and there's a goal. FC Pride puts the first goal of the season on the board, 1-0 in the 50th minute. A great service into the box. It was juggled around and then put in the back of the net. So with all the congestion and not being able to have the camera out there, it's pretty far away from where we are, but we will find who scored that goal and hopefully get an assist on that too, because that was pretty. And the first points of the season go in favor of FC Pride Elite in the 50th minute. So now 1-0. Now in their defending third is FC Pride. And we'll see if Peoria City can't find a counter. And there you can see right there, or you can't see, so you can at least listen to me, that ball skipped about 20 yards. So on that goal, and I was just mentioning different schools where there's a lot of teammates on the team. One of those is Marion University in downtown Indianapolis. Division II NAIA, and that goal came from Sammy King, one of 3 Marion Knights who are in the starting lineup for Coach Jamie Gilbert to start this one. So Sammy King puts the goal on the board in the 50th minute to give FC Pride Elite the 1-0 advantage. And now Peoria City has to dig deep. They have to find out where can they generate offense. Really hasn't said much. They haven't really been in their attacking third. Peyton Hull has done a good job on the opportunities she's had, but there's really been no shots on target. And now we're going to have a corner on the far side in the attacking third of FC Pride Elite. So another opportunity coming up as we're entering the 53rd minute. This ball will be lined up on the far corner. It'll come off the right boot. One player on the goal line. Here it comes. Service into the middle. Far post. Head ball, and just sails over the crossbar. And it looks like that maybe came off the head of Peoria City. They're saying it did, so almost an own goal there. It looked like there were 2 heads there. Apparently it came off Peoria City, so we'll reset at the same spot, and we'll do it again. Beautiful service from that far corner. And we'll do it again in the 53rd minute. Same lineup. Here it comes. Up to the top of the 18. Head ball. What a save. And still in the back of the net, and it's 2-0. Great shot on goal up top by Katie Koger, another Marion Knight. It was a great save from Peyton Rhodes diving to her right, but the deflection was put back into the net, and it's 2-0 in 3 minutes for FC Pride. So in the 54th minute, another goal. Give the goal to Lauren Adam. I want to thank the staff of FC Pride sitting right in front of me. They get the real-time stats, and basically the coaches just looked at the field and said, who scored that? And it was Lauren Adam, the Boilermaker. Puts the second goal of the season up for FC Pride Elite. And it's 2-0 as we just entered the 55th minute. Now the task becomes even tougher for Peoria City. They can't get 2 back at one time. They just got to get 1. Let's see if they can get that 1 goal to close it to a 1-goal advantage. Here's a good run from Lily Sutter from Lindenwood. But on a turnover, ball in space. Who's going to get there first? It's Peoria City. Good hustle. And this ball played back. Rhodes has to come out, and she'll play it forward. 50-50 ball just in front of the half line. Now played back, still in possession of Peoria City. Just on the edge of the attacking and defending third. That's Leah Crotty working hard. And we're going to have a foul on Crotty. Or actually, no, that was on Katie Koger, one of the Marion Knights. Now to the near side, Yerden Padilla. Heartland Community College plays it forward, just above the 18. On the corner, still in possession. Now to the outside, but just didn't get a mustard on it, and that's going to be cleared by FC Pride. And now they're on the counter. To the far side, Caroline Kelly, the Jaguar. Working it now into the middle. That's Katie Koger. She has some space, but defenders close on her nicely, able to take that away. Now to the near side, just past the half line. This ball played forward. And Koger had a beat on it, but just couldn't get away from the defender. That was good defense from Peoria City. Now on the near sideline. This ball play in the middle in possession of Gold. They'll play the wing. Good forward ball, but that bounce and from the rain, AJ Mayock had a good beat on it. If that was dry ground, Mayock had a 1v1 opportunity. The ball skipped. And now to the near side. Now played back into the middle, just above the 18, and they're going to switch fields. So at 2-0, a good start. We have a substitution. That's Ellen Dahlquist from Illinois Wesleyan. And Bree Cordray, Liza Wiley, also from Wesleyan on this Peoria City Club. Now into the box, 18. Lots of ruckus. That ball cleared, and it looks like it's going to be a corner. And it will. So a good through ball, but it was defended nicely, kicked out right in front of goal, but it will be a corner to the near side towards us. And this is going to come from Fischel. The Billiken. She plays it inside the 18 on the turn, but cleared out nicely. But still in danger. Now back in the 18 for FC Pride. And this ball cleared to midfield. So good defense from Peoria City there. Everybody retreats. This ball played forward. It's going to skip. And out there was Tatum Coleman giving pressure. And on a deflection, we're going to have ourselves another corner. So unlike the far side, no one lined up on the goal line. Everybody up around the 18 for FC Pride. And they're wearing aqua jerseys as Peoria City's wearing gold with black letters, black trim. Very nice looking kit. Here's Coleman. Played up top. Good ball just outside the 18 now. Here's a service in the middle, deflected. And what a save reaction-wise from Peyton Rhodes. That ball was deflected on the 6. And Rhodes, with good anticipation, able to knock it back to herself and keep the third goal from going in. Great play from the Illinois keeper. Brees Bass was right there. But Rhodes up to the challenge. 60th minute. And what has been a wacky and wild Friday night here in the Circle City, Indianapolis, Indiana. And on a takeaway, that's Joella Livingston in gold. Now into the middle. Peoria trying to build up the offense. To the outside, good hustle by Bass to knock that away. And still not out of danger. Giving chase. Big collision on the side. And once again, that's Leah Crotty. The Chanticleer from Coastal Carolina. Bringing that aggression up here to Indiana. She's got a lot of fire, does number 7. Good anticipation from Coleman. Plays a nice through ball, but just too heavy. Just under the feet of Bass. Great ball by Coleman, but Bass couldn't collect it. And on a turnover, it's played all the way back. And Peoria City will reset from their 18. Trying to play the wing. Coleman gives pressure. Into the middle. Ball in space. And played back to FC Pride, Lauren Adam. The goal scorer, the second goal scorer in the 54th minute from Purdue. That ball out of bounds is going to be a throw-in for Peoria City. Come from Yearden Padilla. Plays it Joella Livingston. Working against Coleman. And Padilla sends it long. Have to watch the skip. But Haley Wade there to make the grab. Wade spelled Peyton Hull in the second half from Marquette, Big East team, the Marquette Golden Eagles. We're going to have a few substitutions. As for FC Pride Elite, we'll see Dominique Butler come back in. And then from Peoria City, Liza Wiley and Annika Klaus will make their way back in. Mentioned that Klaus and Kyra Verberg, roommates at Ball State, playing against each other this evening. I'm sure those are fun talks, or will be fun talks after this one. Depending on the outcome, who's going to have the better of that conversation? Will it be Verberg? Will it be Klaus? Stay tuned here on the National Soccer Network to find out. I know it's been a wacky, wacky Friday night. I'm John Natale. Happy to be with you. We were here at 4. Actually, 3 o'clock is when we were here. Thought we were going to get started at 7. We got started at around 9:45 is when we kicked off. Actually, 16 minutes were in the book, but we got restarted. And we are still going at 10:44 p.m. on Friday, May 16th. But it's a great match so far. The WPSL opener for the Midwest Conference here in Indianapolis, Indiana. FC Pride Elite hosting Peoria City. Season opener for both clubs. However, very important because Peoria City, it's their team debut. Just formed over the past off season. Lots of positivity coming out of their camp. This ball played forward to the top of the 18 of Gold, but cleared out nicely by FC Pride. And Bass and Padilla getting a little physical, and it's going to go out of bounds. Wow, good battle there between Brees Bass and Yearden Padilla. Goes out of bounds. Going to be a throw-in. We're going to have more substitutions. Carly Gilbert and Kyra Verberg on the pitch for FC Pride. And now the two teammates, Verberg and Klaus, are both on the pitch. Different areas of the field. We'll see if they meet sometime here. I will make sure to call that. And Emery Newland going to re-enter. The flyer from Dayton. She's been aggressive. She's had a couple battles with Leah Crotty in that first half as we're approaching the 65th minute. It's going to come from a goal kick here from Haley Wade. Sent into the air. Hits the circle. And now cross midfield. Trying to turn his Koger. She'll play it back to Butler. And Butler's going to play it all the way back. Some pressure from Dahlquist of Gold. Now played forward. Headed back over the half line in possession of Gold. And Crotty will work it back, and now they'll reset just in front of the middle third on the side of Gold. Played ahead, and this ball intercepted from Samantha Pullins of Pride FC. And now down the sideline. Far side, out of bounds, going to be a throw-in for FC Pride. And we'll have another substitution for FC Pride. Bryn Maxwell. She did play in the first half from UT San Antonio. And it looks like she's given Tatum Coleman a spell. Nope. Looks like it's going to be Katie Koger. So Koger with a very good second half. Was pretty much involved in both of those goals, either off a deflection or having some part of it, but she played well. Good speed. See her a lot playing for the Knights. And we're going to have another substitution for head coach Jamie Gilbert. It'll be number 12, Mary McCardle, the Mastodon from Purdue Fort Wayne, about 2 hours north of here. She'll spell Coleman. '66th minute on a wild Friday night here in Indianapolis. But glad to have you. If you're sticking around, we're doing the best we can. Hopefully there's some fun pictures that were sent by me and how dedicated I was to get this thing going and help out. I felt at that time I was working harder for FC Pride and Peoria City than I was for the National Soccer. I wasn't even on the microphone yet. And I was trying to do everything possible to help this thing get going. And we are underway. Weather looks like it has cleared. It hasn't rained. And the lightning has seemed to stay away. Those two cells, they were very, very dangerous. That's why we had the long delay. And you can see it on your screen there. Not the hurricane, of course, but the lightning and the tornado warnings were there. And you could see the cell that we had to go through. And it was dangerous. It was a dangerous situation. Glad everybody was safe. Nobody was hurt. They were protected. Good facilities here. Everybody was away from any damage, away from windows. And they weren't going to get this thing started until they knew 100% it was ready to go. And that's why we find ourselves in the 68th minute at 10:48 p.m. Eastern Time. Sandra Schwartz makes her way onto the pitch for FC Elite. Now just in front of the 18, ball into the middle, trying to turn. Good flick there, and that ball's going to skip. And once again, the weather and the field don't mix, and that makes that ball go. It probably would have been a good opportunity for Emery Newland, but just a little too heavy on the pass, and you can credit that to the water. Slick ball, slick surface. And a lot of these players playing the right feel using rubber cleats and not turf shoes, because we would have turned into an NHL match real quick. And as far as the ECHL, the Indy Fuel, which ironically, with these two teams playing right now, the Indy Fuel is the farm club of the Chicago Blackhawks. The Fuel were in the playoffs. They did lose their first-round matchup to the Toledo Walleye. But just everything you can possibly imagine happens in this city. Big Ten championship. Held the Super Bowl here. Next year, the NCAA tournament will be here. Actually, 2 of the next 3 years, the NCAA tournament will be here. The Final Four and the championship. They had the Olympic swimming trials and one of the most coveted put-togethers and teardowns that was highly regarded across the nation of how they got an Olympic-sized pool in Lucas Oil Stadium. But not just that, it's how they got the water out was also hugely ranted and reviewed about. So they did a wonderful job there. USA Lacrosse was here. And being centralized in the class facilities that Indiana Sports Corps puts together. And that's why this city hosts so many great events. But we've got a good one here as FC Pride Elite and WPSL opener in the Midwest Conference has a 2-0 advantage over the new franchise, a newly branded franchise, Peoria City. Whistle blows. We're going to do it again a little bit too quick on the throw-in. And Coach Hussick going to send in another substitution, Erica Wells. She got the start. She'll make her way back into the match. Wells started this one. And she sticks out. She's wearing a very, very neon headband, so it's easy to point out number 18. So if I say neon, you know it's Wells. But she's not in yet. Here's a free kick into the box. Peoria City with an opportunity, but the ball sails out, but they're going to reset it. Padilla trying to get it off. With the left into the box, in front of the net, and back of the goal it goes. The first goal in franchise history for Peoria City finds the backside of the net, and they get one back in the 71st minute. Congratulations, Peoria City. That is the first goal. And I believe that was Liza Wiley who got that. We'll double check. But Yerden Padilla was working hard on that far side. She tried to set it in and then got it back, sending another ball. Looked like it was deflected, but nonetheless, on the one touch, it was put in the backside, left side of the net to give Peoria City their first goal in franchise history in the 71st minute of the season opener. So it was actually Annika Klaus who got that goal from Ball State. So someone very familiar probably with this area. Annika redshirted last year, about 12 months with an ACL. She's back healthy. And she'll be playing for a new head coach at Ball State this season. But she gets her first goal of the season here in May in the 71st minute. And congratulations to Annika and congratulations to Peoria City for getting that first goal in franchise history. So here comes a free kick. In the middle third, just inside Peoria City territory. Now it's sent into the box. Now a scrum. Butler falls down. And finally the ball cleared, giving chase. And out there you can tell that Terica Wells, the headband, she's giving chase to it. Still has it. She'll play it to the middle. Now back past the half line, and they're working backwards, but trying to switch fields. Good patience here from Peoria City. Now to Padilla on this side. Closest towards us. Pressure by McCardle. It'll be a throw-in. On the sideline. That's Wiley. Back to Padilla. Looking for help. She'll play the sideline. Good ball to A.J. Mayock. Oh, good defense from FC Pride Elite. Stolen away. Now played forward. That's Newland. But Padilla on the strip. Now she gets it back. Now to the outside. So Wiley gets another chance just outside the 18. Sends it in the box. Deflected. Still in the air. Gold's got it. Trying with the right boot, and it's going to sail over the crossbar. So Peoria City getting very aggressive on the offensive end here in the past 10 minutes as we're approaching the 76th minute. And Coach Jamie Gilbert going to make 2 more substitutions. Make it 3. Make it 4. Coleman, Fischel. Koger's coming back in. Along with Carson. And 1 more. So 5 hockey line change here in the 75th minute. As Brees Bass makes her way onto the field. So literally a hockey line change. Don't see that often. I think Coach Jamie Gilbert saw that the defense was maybe getting a little thin and put some of the starters back into this one. And here's Klaus on the far side giving chase. Won by Pride. And out of bounds, going to be a throw-in on the far side for Peoria City. So momentum has shifted in the past few minutes as Peoria City has been on the offensive end the majority of this past time. So just to let everybody know is that it took a little time to get that ball. There were ball girls here from a local youth team, but they have since retired from a long time ago. They went home, so now the players have to chase down their own balls, and there's a little forestry on the far side of the pitch here, and that ball rolled through it. So it took Klaus a little bit to get back there and find the ball. And the lights are facing towards the pitch, not in that area. So a little scary. You wouldn't catch me going back there to get that. But we're back underway, and Pride has it at the half line. That's Koger. But there's Padilla again. She's had a whale of a second half. Now this ball switched fields. And with that speed, it's going to roll out of bounds. It wasn't hit that hard, but that initial skip sent it out of bounds. Going to be a far side throw-in for FC Pride. 77th minute. 2-1 Pride. It was 2 quick goals within 4 minutes by Sammy King in the 50th minute, and then Lauren Adam in the 54th minute. But Annika Klaus on a beautiful ball from Yerden Padilla put the goal on the board for Peoria City. The franchise is first in the 71st minute. And we stand there at 2-1 as we're just entering the 78th minute. Another substitution, Sammy King going to re-enter. The goal scorer, the first goal scorer of the season for FC Pride. She'll spell Kyra Verberg. So not only 2 Cardinals on the field. Good strip there from Amy Velasquez, the Purple Ace from Evansville. But now on the counter. Gold going the other way. Liza Wiley in space. Now she brings it into the middle. Still with room. Looking for help. On the outside in front of the 18. But good defensive pressure from FC Pride there. Now ball back into the 18. Not out of danger yet. Head ball trying to clear is FC Pride. Gold all around it. Koger and Crotty get into it again, and we're going to have a takedown there. And the foul goes against Aqua. Head coach Jamie Gilbert not happy about that call. And unfortunately, when we lost our power with our camera, we lost our field mic, but I'm pretty sure we're glad that we didn't have that one out there for that little exchange. So it's about 15 yards outside the 18, coming from straight up top. The send in, shot right into the hands of Haley Wade. Played it perfect. And crisis averted. But again, Peoria City being the aggressor on offense in the past 10 minutes of this one. That ball cleared, but then off the foot of FC Pride, of a Koger, and into the defending third of Peoria City. So it'll be a long throw-in. And re-entering on the next time is going to be Caroline Kelly, the Jaguar from IU Indy. There's very few players on either of these teams that don't have a teammate for the college that they play for. It's kind of amazing. Rule is you cannot have more than 4 on a roster from a specific university or school in the WPSL, but both of these teams utilize them perfectly because there's probably a few of them depending on the entire roster. And the whistle's blown, so we're going to have that substitution. Kelly is going to enter. And she'll spell Carly Gilbert. And even with all those teammates, still players from all around the country on both of these teams. Peoria City. Of course, you have all the Illinois, but there's a Valpo, which is here in Indiana. There's a shot on target and just sails over the crossbar far, about 25 yards out from FC Pride. So a long drive. It's been pretty quiet offensively since those 2 goals in the 50th and 54th minute. But we mentioned Leah Crotty from Coastal Carolina, Clark College, South Dakota State, Alcorn State, Ball State. And then for FC Pride, Sanford, Marquette, UT San Antonio, Morehead State, Murray State. Also St. Louis. So pulling them from all over are both of these clubs trying to find the best talent. And they've done a wonderful job of harnessing that. 82nd minute, 2-1 FC Pride in the WPSL opener in the Midwest Conference here in the Circle City. Give credit to Annika Klaus scoring the first goal in franchise history for Peoria City in the 71st minute to close a gap to this 2-1 advantage for FC Pride. And we'll see what Coach Jamie Gilbert decides to do. Will he put the foot on the pedal and have this team go like they did within those 15 minutes? But offensively, it has slowed down, and Peoria City has been much the aggressor. But now time becoming an issue. As we'll have another substitution for John Hussick. Joella Livingston will come in, and she will spell Liza Wiley. 83rd minute. So not only is FC Pride the opponent for Peoria right now, but also the clock. So we'll see if Gold can't put anything together, see if they can't tie this. And they are outside the 18 ball, and Wade has to knock it away. It looked like it, from my vantage point, it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, but Wade wasn't taking any chances, punches it away. So it'll be a corner on the near side. And it's going to come from Erica Wells off her right boot. So near side. Gold on the goal line, 2 on the 6, 4 on the 18. Here it comes. It's going to be back post. Headed out nicely by FC Pride, but still not out of danger. To the feet of Gold. Just above the 18. Now into the middle. High floater. Still on the ground. Pride trying to clear, and they do. Good defense from that back line of Pride. And this ball played all the way back to Rhodes. And now, Peoria City trying to execute from their back line. This ball sent forward. Just not enough. Livingston had a run. And now it's there again. Ball skips. Trying to recover is Sammy King. And she plays it out. And it's going to be a throw-in deep in the attacking third for Gold. And Coach is now running to get the ball as we approach the 85th minute. Want to thank everybody for sticking around with us. It's a unfortunate situation that happened with Mother Nature. You can't control her. She'll do what she wants to do, and she did here in Indianapolis, but everybody's safe. Nobody hurt. The storm came through. We waited it out, and we're still fortunate to give you an audio broadcast of what is a historic day for Peoria, as it's their franchise debut. So the people, the residents, and the community of Peoria, Illinois should be extremely happy. And I'm just going to throw a reference in there because I'm from Cleveland. I'm sure Jim Thome is well aware of this match going on. Former Cleveland Indian, Philadelphia Philly, Chicago White Sox member. But Jim Thome, just a staple in Cleveland, and he is from Peoria. But this is the big news now. Along with their USL 2 team on the men's side. A great soccer community and surrounding communities as well is Peoria. And they share the same thing here in Indianapolis. Two passionate states. And unfortunately, soccer does not get the recognition. And as I say that, on goal, but good anticipation there from Rhodes. Had to beat King. And now Koger on the far side. Not out of danger yet is Gold. as FC Pride now setting the offense. Now to the attacking third. Shot on goal. Has a little English on it, but sails left of the net. Rhodes didn't have to touch it, just let it go. But it's the 87th minute. And Coach Jamie Gilbert will send in Emery Newland, probably to close this one out. As a substitution is made, Reese Bass comes out. Then Bass, spectacular speed. As we now approach the 88th minute, we'll see how much added time is here. It's been very clean. There has been a few fouls, but no bookings. No injuries, which is very, very fortunate considering the conditions of the pitch. But this drains very well. And there's going to be a foul deep in the defending third of Gold. Koger wasn't happy about it. Ref made his call, and we will go the other way. Long way to go for Gold, with just a few minutes left in regulation. On the far side, that's Kelly working in a scrum, trying to split two defenders, can't do it, but ball kicked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in, and Kelly will take it on the far side. As a fan, dude, their due diligence and track that ball down. On the throw-in, going to have a foul there from our far referee. And now Gold, Peoria City, hoping for a quick turnover and counter. And we're going to have it looks like they're going to give them a corner on the far side. Or no, is a foul. Okay. So playing two-person soccer and then a foul there, just a blatant push down. That looked just like a takedown. I mean, we've gotten the WWE as we're in the 90th minute. My goodness. So almost just in front of the corner flag. And just playing keep away is FC Pride, but stolen away by Peoria City on the counter. Can they do anything? Time is becoming of the essence. 90th minute. Haven't got a signal for added time yet. 2-1 FC Pride holding the advantage in the WPSL season opener in the Midwest Conference, Indianapolis, Indiana. Peoria City making their franchise debut, found themselves down 2-0, but then got a goal by Annika Klaus in the 71st minute to get it back towards one. But now, 3 minutes of added time. As noted, as we're now in added time, we've hit the end of regulation, 90 minutes. Can Gold find a seam? Can they get a through ball? Will Pride make a mistake? It's gotten intense here in the final 3 minutes. You're going to see these players just give it all they have. And lightning has entered its way back into the area. And we're about to get hit again. There wasn't any cell, but we just saw a lightning strike. Now, that could be very far away if it's within a 10-mile radius. As we are in added time, but that lightning really just came out of nowhere. as we're in the 92nd minute. Ken Gold, here comes Padilla. She's been a spark plug in the second half, but that ball cleared, and this ball will stay in bounds. Good save by Joella Livingston, staying with it. And Livingston still with it. She plays it into the middle. More aqua than gold jerseys. A miss hit. Here's a shot on goal, but that's going to sail wide of the net on the right side. And because of the Lightning, that'll do it. The Lightning got too close. It was just about a few minutes into it, but the Lightning has really started to come down. We're going to get out of this real quick. So, in the opening season debut, it's FC Pride Elite 2, Peoria City 1. Thank you for joining us on this National Soccer Network broadcast. I'm John Natali. A pleasant evening, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow as FC Pride Elite Men take on Milwaukee Torrent. Have a good evening, everybody.